Hi, everybody. So today marks the beginning of a new month on the Hebrew calendar for what's called Rosh Chodesh Tammuz. Tammuz is a month actually of mourning, and we mark the destruction of the ancient temples. Um, so I was thinking, in COVID-19 in 2020, here we are. We've lost 100,000, over 100,000 people. And most of those people did not have their families and friends around them. And we don't really know what happened. Maybe some people are wondering, were they on a respirator in the hospital? Were they not? What kind of treatment did they get? How many, maybe if it was in the streets, like how many gunshots killed them at once when they were unarmed or not? We don't know, but what we do know is that this interrupts the grieving process. So if the natural grieving process is interrupted, it takes longer. Some of this grieving will occur down the road. Lots of people have not had the proper burials and shivas and mourning rituals that their culture would normally have. So it's okay to give yourself permission to extend that period of mourning and know that you have to be extra gentle with yourself. And we also have this communal grief, right? It's not just one person that you knew well that maybe you shared your whole life with for decades. Today's the yartzeit of my sister and brother-in-love. And, when you've shared whole decades and decades of a lifetime together, you of course are so connected on an individual level. And there's also, sometimes we have private grief and public grief, and there's many levels. Elizabeth Kubler-Ross says that there's 5 stages, although there could be more, there could be less. You could skip a stage, you could come back to one, they could circle around. The sequence is really sometimes irrelevant. Maybe maybe the whole world came at once, Breshit, maybe like it came bit by bit, gradually. We don't know. It's okay. So, but the point is that every person, according to Jewish tradition, is created in the divine image. So, B'Tselem Elohim. So if you're black, brown, white, Jewish, not Jewish, whatever faith, culture, whatever, you are created in the divine, and this body is housing elements of the divine. So we know that every loss is a loss, right? No loss is hierarchically better, worse, or better, lower, this and that. It's part of humanity, right? So as we mourn today and we mark this incoming new moon, like prayer for all of us, right? Like take a little bit from the Rebbe Brene Brown, is that we can allow ourselves some grief process and also move to a place of being stable and sustainable and strong. And if we have to postpone some of our grief because there's been some weird glitches in the middle and it's not a natural process, that's fine too. And give yourself that permission. We're also mobilizing for a better world while we're also grieving. So those are interesting. Let us fuel each of that together. Thank you.